Hey guys, welcome back. Joe here again, scalefreak.com, coming to bring you another Sunday video blog. Doing my best to keep it up, doing my best to keep some videos coming to you. Thank you guys for the support. It feels pretty good to see all the comments, all the views, and all the little likes that are coming up all the time again. Makes me feel like I'm doing something good for you guys. So in saying that, I'll mention it at the beginning of the video. Hey guys, please remember to subscribe to the video. Also click the like button. It's a little click for you, but it does a lot for us YouTube producers. It gets us out there a little bit more. More people can see it. And you know what? Really, that's what it's all about, is trying to spread the love, right? So go do those now while I'm talking. It only just takes a second. It's up there and just down there. So a couple things today on today's video blog. First of all, don't mind the voice. I am sick as hell right now, loaded up on cold meds, but it's on the tail end of being sick. Like the last couple days, I have been a mess, but I can feel myself getting better. That and last night was my work Christmas party, which was probably the first time I've stayed up past 10 o'clock in about 4 months. And believe me, guys, waking up at 5 o'clock in the morning every morning to go to the gym makes 10:30 seem like it's like 4 in the morning on a bar night out. I made it till midnight last night, which, believe me, is a huge feat for me and my wife right now. We actually sent Bear out to her parents' house last night to get Bear sat all night. For those of you who haven't watched the previous videos, Bear is my son. So we sent him out last night for his second sleepover in 10 months. And we're going to go pick him up shortly. Apparently when you're a parent, you go to other kids' birthday parties and stuff like that. I don't know. I'm learning still. So anyway, we're going to go pick him up in a little bit. But who cares? So really, so sick as hell, made it through. And no, guys, I'm not hungover. I'm actually completely straight edge. I haven't had a drink in almost 12 years. No drinking, no anything else. I've just been completely straight, living life like that. I guess the only real vice that I've had in the last little while was Monster. I used to drink 6 or 7 Monsters a day. And then, you wonder why you're always twitching and you're always riled up. And you guys have seen in the past videos, I mean, I've got gigantic Rockstar cans that people have sent me, like big store advertisements and stuff like that, because I used to drink so many energy drinks. And I really don't need them. I just really like feeling all wired out because I'm on all that caffeine and all that sugar. But when you realize that you're spending $30, $40 a day on energy drinks, you pare it back a little bit, and then you're like, oh my God, I can make car payments with the money that I'm not spending on energy drinks. Oh my God, I can buy more RC toys with money I'm not spending on energy drinks. And that's pretty much where the money went. A car payment and more RC toys. I'm good with it. I know you guys are. A couple things to touch on for this week. I do have some more parts coming in to help with a few projects. We've talked in the past that I've got the scale winch and stuff like that. Thank you guys for leaving all your comments as to whether I should be using the roller or whether I should use a solid fair lead. And also thank you guys for reminding me, without me even looking, there is a roller on the front of the winch already. Here I've been waiting for parts, and I never even bothered to look at the one that I had. So that's coming in. I think what I actually might do is I might do a video of both, because I've had some people asking, saying, what are you talking about? What is a roller and what is a solid? So I might touch on both of them, and I'm not entirely sure as to what I will stay with. Let's see what creates more of a catch point on the truck itself. Some very good points as well is that the rollers will get gummed up with mud. I don't run very much mud. I prefer the rock, but you know what, whatever. Things still catch on rocks. I'm going to try it out. I've been watching, again, a lot more of the Ultimate 4-wheel or Ultimate Adventure 4x4 and stuff like tough truck competitions, and it seems that the majority of those guys are also using solids. So seems that the real life guys prefer the solids. So I'll figure out what's going to go on. I'll probably watch some more videos and continue to build my Jeeps. So incoming parts going with that. I've also got some stuff, an old school Scale Freaker, Kevin Ganders also ordered himself some neat new stuff, and he said I can take a look at it when it comes in. So if I get a moment with the video camera with that, I'll open all that up as well and just kind of show you a project that he's going to be working on. So Kevin Gander, you may have seen some of his stuff in the past, or maybe even if you went to the RC4W drive, what was it, like the East Coast scale competition, maybe you would have met him there. He makes these really, really neat little scale saws, which I'm actually going to show you guys in a future video. And when I do, I'll post his links and stuff like that on how to get a hold of them if you want one of your own, because they're actually really, really nice. Nice scale item for your truck. It's in the house right now, so I can't get it. Excuse me. I do want to touch on something really quick, just because I am really sick. And like I said, I did go to the gym this morning, even though I was sick. And for all you gym monkeys like myself, yes, I cleaned all of my equipment after I was done with it to make sure I don't spread the gym sniffles. But there's a video after you watch this one I'd love for you to go check out. And this isn't just for working out. This is kind of another one of those metaphor for life things. There's this guy named C.T. Fletcher, and you can watch a ton of his workout videos. He's kind of a personal trainer and a motivational guy. But the video is actually titled ISYMFS. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Basically, it's still your motherfucking set is what it is. And I really encourage you to go and watch that video and just kind of take something from it. Even if you take just like, oh my God, it's a great big gigantic butch dude in a video. But if you listen to him, or maybe he's got a really nice watch too, so maybe you'll take that from it. But it's got a good message in the video, and it's stuff like that I think about when I wake up on a morning like this morning where I've had no sleep and I'm completely wiped out, and I wake up and I'm like, I still got to do it. It's still my routine. It's still what I have to do. There's no laying around in bed. And even my wife's like, hon, the baby's not here. Let's just lay around all morning. And I'm like, no. I made a commitment to myself. I made a commitment to my wife. I made a commitment to my kid. I'm going to the damn gym. I'm going to do it. It's still my motherfucking set. So, hence I went and did that. I pushed it pretty good today. I feel amazing. Good start to the day. Even when you're sick, if you put the time in, oh my God, it makes you feel so much better. So some new things that I saw this week that I thought were pretty neat. I put a link to it on the Scale Freak page, which is the new the RC4WD Mojave matte black body. And I know that sounds like, oh look, another body for the Trailfinder 2, but oh my God, these guys are making it more difficult for me not to buy that rig. Like literally step by step by step, they're releasing all the parts that I wish. I was like, man, if I got that, I wish it could be this here. Next thing you know, they're releasing another part. That's exactly what I would want to put on my truck. So for you guys at RC4WD, my God, guys, you're spending my money. You're making it so difficult for me not to buy this truck. I want it so bad. Maybe something in the new year I might pick up and get all that gear put together. But oh my God, what do you guys think about that? Because I did post it up on the Scale Freak, and there's been a few comments about it. But I know a lot of you guys are still not on the Scale Freak page yet. So there's a link down below to go to the Scale Freak Facebook page and check out kind of what we're talking about. Of course, I kind of on Facebook, it's called a couple weeks ago, I put the mention out saying, guys, there's so many great small little manufacturing companies that are making parts for our scale stuff. And I said, guys, if you want something of yours displayed on a video, please let me know. Just contact me. No, I'm not looking for free stuff. I'm looking to help some of these people who are making their own stuff and get it on the videos and maybe just get it seen. It's very difficult with all these larger companies to get a smaller company seen unless their product is outstandingly better than everything else possible. It can be hard to be that little guy hidden somewhere down under this mountain of great big advertising budgets and the ability just to say, well, you know what, that looks cool and he doesn't have a correct patent on it, so we're just going to copy it and sell it as our own. So that happens as well. So in saying that, I have got a couple emails from some smaller companies, which is cool. Thank you very much. And I am interested in showing your products on the videos. But at the same time, I've also gotten a few messages from larger companies. And I'm kind of curious as to what I am going to do with stuff like that. I am very cautious from relationships in the past with some of my brand partners. I'm very cautious, very eyes wide open when I go into new arrangements with larger companies. The larger companies usually have very specific ad budgets and very specific expectations of what they'd like to see from videos. And I mean, I'm not a video for hire kind of guy. And I'm not afraid to post something. If I tell you that the product is crap, I'll post it. Mostly because I think it's important that you don't buy the stuff. Example before, like that Savox wrench that I showed you guys before. Thank you all for your feedback on that. After using it, yes, everything you guys said is happening to that wrench right now. So personally, my opinion, and I've said it before, I'll say it 100 times, stick with the Team Associated wrench. It's way better. But in saying that, what are some of the things that you guys would like to see me review on this channel? Are there any specific products that you thought, man, I was thinking about buying something like this, but I'm not 100% sure whether or not I want to fork out the cash. I wonder what such and such thinks of it. So I can take that under advisement. I'm not necessarily saying I'm going to get 100% of what you guys suggest, but I'll definitely make an attempt to pick some of that stuff up. Videos for this week that you're going to see, of course, I already have it recorded. It will get released probably on a Wednesday, is the D-ring video, shackle video for the RC4WD King Kong shackles. I talk about the large and the small. I think it's a neat scale item to have for your truck, and it's very inexpensive. So you'll see that later this week. And I'm kind of curious as well. A lot of posts last week about this little guy here. I just happen to have it sitting here. A lot of people really kind of like this video on this little tool, and I do have some future testing planned for this because I've had a lot of people saying, how much weight will it actually carry? And I don't know yet, but I do plan on putting it through its stress test. I don't mind buying a new one if I destroy it, as long as you guys are going to get something out of it. But I'm just wondering, a lot of people had commented that they ordered it. I'm curious as to how many people actually did order this after seeing it on the video. It's a neat idea that you guys see this stuff, and then you see it on my video, and then you're like, oh, I'm actually going to go buy it. And then you do. That's kind of cool as well. Especially if you're picking them up from maybe local hobby shops or something like that. I'm a big fan of supporting your local hobby shop, especially if you tell them that you want something like this. Then they'll bring it in for you, and it helps them, right? Being a car salesman, I've learned that local is way more important than I ever could have thought it would have been. So as much as I know that sometimes things can be cheaper to buy it online, I also know that it really is important to pay that couple extra dollars. Give it to the person who's local, because honestly, that guy lives in your neighborhood, and that guy's probably going to spend that somewhere in your neighborhood. So your money goes to him, and then his money goes to the butcher or the grocer or the gas, something like that. So I've actually made it, a very, very concerted effort to keep things as local as possible. Like, instead of going to Subway to get a sub, I'll go to a local sub shop, people who actually own it, not just a gigantic corporation. Same thing with if I'm going to buy clothes and stuff like that, I'll try to stay away from the larger name brand clothing stores and go to a place that's like, listen, if you don't buy our clothes, we don't eat tonight. Stuff like that. I just try to support the local guys. Now, as well as support, and I feel like a bit of a dick going from one jump to the other with this one. At the same time, sometimes local doesn't work, and I do want to make sure that I'm getting you guys, the Scale Freak people, the best value that I can for your money. In saying that, there's also certain companies that don't sell direct to hobby shops and stuff like that, or a lot of hobby shops will not pick their products up, so we have to go direct to their company. Now, in saying that, is there any company out there that you guys would like to, as a community, get some kind of perk or discount for? I'm not guaranteeing something can happen, but I have in the past been able to get, for the Scale Freak community, I've been able to get discount codes set up to give you a bit of a small difference. And there's nothing in it for me, just that you guys can get some cool parts on a cheaper budget. I know right now if you go to Action Hobbies Kingsville and you put in the code Scale Freak, I think it's either Scale Freak 10 or Scale Freak 15. I'll have to check. You can get a discount on batteries and chargers and stuff like that. So there's a whole bunch of neat stuff that you can get for that. Go to the scalefreak.com website. There'll be a big banner there. You can click it and it zaps you right over to the site. And it just makes it so it's a little bit more affordable, and kind of that's what it's all about, right? I mean, we want to spend the cash, try to get the most for it. Also, Action Hobbies Kingsville is a local hobby shop, and they're doing the best that they can to support the people who work there and stuff. So it's not like it's a great big corporation. So try that as well. Hold on one second. Let me grab something. So here is a new hobby that I plan on getting myself into, which is scale modeling. I showed you guys this before, but actually it's in. So this was pretty neat. The Honda S2000. Vince told me that this is a very good starter kit, very easy beginner kit, and it's such a neat idea. I love the idea of getting everything set up. I tried to do the motor, the Revell, however you pronounce that company's name, that quarter scale Chevy small block motor, but that company's molds were so terrible. I spent most of my time trying to modify the parts to try to get stuff just to stick together. So I bet that's sitting over there in that pile full of stuff that's going to go to scrap. I'm not even going to bother finishing the motor because honestly, by the time I'm done with it, I will have rebuilt the entire thing. But I've always been a fan of Tamiya kits because they've been around for so long. Their molds are just spot on perfect. So I'm really going to spend some time with this kit. I'm going to do a lot of searching on YouTube and stuff like that. And thank you for the guys who've given me some direction on some of the scale model associations, scale model meets and stuff like that you can attend. I'm not to that level yet. I mean, I've only opened the box. But give me a few years and I might wind up starting to go to some of those things. And it's funny enough when you think about how cyclical life can be. I actually posted a picture of that on my Facebook and I was like, oh my God, look, I'm going to start a new hobby. And my mom popped on and she's like, holy crap. Like, she's like, it's come full circle. Your dad used to be addicted to those things. And I stopped for a second. And I'm like, holy crap, you're right. Like, my dad was a complete scale model builder. And I forgot completely about that. And then all of a sudden, I'm starting to get into it. So it is really funny how all that stuff comes back around. Yeah. Think about it. What are you doing right now that all of a sudden you're like, oh my God, my dad was completely into that stuff. But all right, guys, I think we're gonna close this up for this week. I don't want to keep these things being too long. I thank you guys for watching them as long as you can get them there. But please remember, I want some comments below as to what kind of products, what kind of companies you guys would like to see me review some products for. And if you have some specific things, I'd love to be able to find it. So I want to pick a few more things up. I'm actually thinking about building a whole other truck for the spring and maybe filling it full of parts that, maybe I'll even call it the YouTube truck, full of parts that you guys have asked me to build a truck out of. So I actually might make that a project. So that's it, guys. Please remember, you've probably already liked and you've probably already subscribed, so thank you very much for doing that at the beginning of the video. Comment below about what you would like to see me build onto a truck, what kind of parts, what kind of companies you would like me to see some products from. And of course, please share this around your communities. I'm not spamming the internet. I think there's like maybe 4 groups that I'm actually posting this on. One of them being Scale Freak, one of them being So Crawl, one of them being RC Militia. Those are some of the places that you'll find my videos. But if you want to click share and send it to a different place, please do. I freely, please support the community. Maybe there's somebody who wants something that's in this video, and that will help them out a little bit. So that's it, guys. Thank you very much for watching this week. Another video coming to you, I'm going to say most likely on Wednesday. And of course, I got to get some more recording done this week. So thanks for watching, guys. It's all for you, and have a great night.